stately homes of England we proudly represent. We only keep them up for Americans to rent. Though the pipes that supply the bathroom burst and the lavatory makes you fear the worst, it was used by Charles I, quite informally, and later by George IV. On a journey north, the state apartments keep their historical renown. It's wiser not to sleep there in case they tumble down. But still, if they ever catch on fire, which with any luck they might, we'll fight for the stately homes of England.
Darling, you'll love it when you get there. And you know on Tuesday, Aunt Rose has organised a treasure hunt on ponies.
Come along, Philip.
Emma,
Jump to it.
Emma,
Everything's ready to go.
Yes, Mummy.
Let's go, shall we, Miss Matthews?
Oh, Miss Matthews, I've put your riding case on the front seat.
The right way up, I hope. In you get. Come along. In you
There
get.
you are, dear.
Bye-bye, Mummy.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Will you write to Aunt Rose to say I needn't eat milk puddings?
Yes, my darling. I'll telephone right away.
I'll see to that when we get there. Now, in you get, dear.
There you are, Philip.
Emma,
Bye-bye.
look after Philip, won't you?
Yes, Mummy.
Good, darling. Have a lovely time.
Goodbye, Mummy. Bye, Mummy. Bye-bye, Daddy.
Oh, I can't really believe it. We're not going to see Miss Matthews for 2 whole weeks. I shall wake up and find it's all a beautiful dream.
The vicar telephoned earlier, my lord. Asked me to give you the lessons for Sunday. Due Ron and me and Matthew. He asked me to assure you they're both quite short.
Thank you, Sellers.
Oh, I beg your pardon, my lord.
What, Sellers?
Have you finished with the Times?
Yes, I think so. Why?
Then would you mind if I had it now?
Well, what do you want the Times for? Want to light a fire? What do you want to light a fire for? It's much too warm for a fire.
No. I want to do the crossword.
Oh, well, it's over in our quarters.
Doesn't it strike you as a little odd, my lord, that your butler should want to borrow the Times in the middle of a Friday morning? I mean, it isn't even my day off.
Yes, I suppose so. I hadn't really thought about it.
Excuse me, my lord. We've had a meeting, and we've decided we must have more help.
Oh, well, you know, Nellie, I don't have anything to do with that. I don't employ you personally. You speak to the government. You know the place, the national, you know.
Yes, my lord.
Now, where was I, Sellers? Oh, yes. What do you want to do the crossword for? Are you bored?
To death, my lord.
But why aren't you working?
I haven't any work to do.
Now, how's that?
I've done the silver. I've got nothing to do now till I serve your tea at 4:30.
Yes?
Well, you see, my lord, I feel the most terrible waste of money. I don't really think you should have a butler at all.
Oh.
Yes, I don't mean to be impertinent.
What do you mean to be, then?
Well, you see, my lord, you're not contemporary.
What does that mean?
You're not modern.
You mean I'm an antique?
No, my lord, you're traditional. Ever since your family first lived in this house, they've always had butlers. But nowadays you don't need one. Don't you see that, my lord? There's nothing for me to do. Really there isn't. But
What, Sellers?
Well, I should feel much happier if you'd either get rid of me altogether or reduce my wages by £3 a week.
Now, what you're saying, in effect, is that I'm old-fashioned, out of date, and clinging to a way of life that's had dry rot in it for years.
No, I didn't say that.
You're quite wrong. This house and these lands may be mine in title, but I regard them as a small part of England that I hold in trust. In trust not only for my son, but for the future. Oh, that can't be right, can it? And I'm preserving these things in the most commercial way possible. The farm pays, the market garden pays, the hens pay, and even the souvenirs pay.
Yes, I do see all that, my lord.
And the reason I employ you is because I'm well aware that the paying public who parade through this house at 2 shillings and 6pence a head, 1/2 crown, are far more thrilled by catching a glimpse of a real live butler than they are by the Rembrandt at the top of the staircase. So you see, I am in fact extremely modern and very businesslike. And to prove it to you, I'll accept your offer and reduce your wages by £3 a week beginning Monday. Oh, here's the change for today, Mrs. Miller.
Thank you.
1/2 crown, 2 shillings, shilling.
Oh, Sellers,
And
would you
sixpence.
take the mushrooms to the station
Is
this
there anything else
afternoon?
for me?
I'll have them packed by 4.
Very good, my lord.
Darling, I've got your coffee.
Oh, good. Sellers, how many 1/2 crowns are there in £3?
About a busload, my lord.
I was just wondering,
What, my love?
do you think if I was terribly clever with Sellers, I could get him to give the children their lessons?
Give the children their lessons? Are you out of your mind?
No, only from 9:30 to 12.
Oh, he's a butler, not a governess.
Yes, but it would mean we needn't have a governess. I can manage perfectly well. It's simply a question of their lessons.
You mean get rid of Miss Matthews?
Yes.
Do you know something?
What?
I wish to make a statement.
What is it?
I adore you.
Oh, do you, darling? I'm so glad.
Why, that's the most marvelous idea you've had in your life.
We'll have to give him a little something extra, I suppose.
We'll give him £3 a week extra.
Then you approve?
Ooh, if we got rid of Miss Matthews and sold the television, we'd return to a civilized way of life. What a pity we can't sell Miss Matthews. But do you think Sellers would do it?
Oh, he will if the children and I work on him right.
Oh, he's bound to do it.
Darling, I'm afraid I want to work on you, too.
It's unlike you to want me, but work on me.
Oh, you're so good to me.
What are you reading?
Well, I wanted to look something up.
What?
Henley.
Why?
Well, if you look out of that window, you'll know why. I always feel like reading it at this time of the year. Now, listen. And it's oh, the wild spring, and it...
This going to take long?
No, it's very short. And it's oh, the wild spring and his chances and dreams. There's a lift in the blood. Oh, this gracious and thirsting and aching unrest. All life's at the bud, and my heart, full of April, is breaking my breast.
Well, it's May the 9th. At least that's what I'm going to write on your check.
Who said anything about a check?
You did. This gracious and aching and thirsting unrest. That can only mean one thing, darling. New clothes.
Oh, you are clever, aren't you?
On the contrary, you're the one who's clever. Ah, yes, the spring. It's a turbulent season, all right. All the clatter of rebirth.
New nests and young grass. Ooh, it's powerful stuff.
Yes, and I warn you, my darling. The older you get, the more powerful it becomes. A very dangerous time, so you look out.
Darling, I didn't mean a check. Honestly, I didn't. I just wanted to ask you if I could use some of my mushroom money.
I don't allow you to accept money from other mushrooms. Here.
Oh, you've put with love above your signature.
No, that's all right. I've initialed it. Oh, here they come. Laughing and scratching. Spreading apple cores and nutshells all over the place. And little bits of sticky paper.
Now we return to the main hall. The two mantelpieces that you see are again by Robert Adam. The table in the center is French, and it has a fine inlaid Italian marble top. It was given by King Louis XIV to a member of the family. Now, if you'll follow me, we'll continue into the West Wing. Now, this is the state bedroom. The four-poster bed was designed for the house, and George IV's slave